experience, more than a decade, if I'm not mistaken. How about you? What can you say is needed in the floral industry, or are we not only needing flowers, but also more designers? Like, is there a need for that? Is there insufficient number of designers in the Philippines? What is it that you would like to comment on?
I think there are unrecognized designers because there are a lot of social media hype. So people who are like really good are not recognized. So that's my take.
Actually, that's very true. You see, there are so many stylists, but of course, some of them are not really either technologically savvy or they're not really for that type of attention, right? They do it for the art.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being on social media, but there are so many who are maybe underappreciated, right? You can call them the underdogs, if you will. But you are also teaching a lot of students. So what do you see is the reason why they are so interested in floral arrangement and designs?
I think they think it's a fun. It's a fun profession because working with flowers, they think it makes you feel young. Working with such beautiful and delicate things, but actually it's really hard work.
It's tedious.
Super. So yeah, and then they realize, oops, it's not for me.
So these are how old are usually your students? Are they like younger, a little bit on the
ranges from probably 30 to 50.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So they think it's more of like a hobby, but later on it's actually a skill.
A career change.
A career change. Okay.
Yeah, career change.
It's a career change. Do you see a lot of men in the industry as well?
Not really.
Not really. Because I remember Jerry and I had a conversation, and you were telling me how, there are men who are so talented, and they're not, a lot of them are not straight, but there are actually people who are in the industry who can be a part of this. Not just because it looks pretty, it should be only for ladies, but pretty is for pretty people.
Beautiful people.
For beautiful people, right? Beautiful minds. Yes.
No, if you're a florist here, a floral designer, it's a stereotype. It's
Yes.
a hairdresser, ay bading yan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the States. So even I was surprised, these two guys are straight. So probably they're one in a million. I'm just kidding. No. I think it's not good to put colors. It's not good to put any culture or background. I think we should embrace diversity. Whether you're gay, you're straight, you're something, you're still a human being. You're created by God in His image or likeness. Then if you're gay, my God is gay. So. We just all want to be happy. Life is too short,
That's true.
And if you can, if you're happy, certainly you bring a lot of joy to other friends and your family too.
That is true. So yes, this industry is open to many, many people. Thank you so much, Miss April, for your insights. And of course, do I call you Sir Tom or Sir Wade?
Call me Mr. Tom.
Okay. Sir Tom, I'd like to also discuss a little bit more about the culture in Malaysia, right? So how is the flower industry or the floral industry in Malaysia?
Okay, in Malaysia, I think it should be similar to Philippines. Usually for flower industry, there is two different sectors. One is the retail, which is the everyday flowers, like you do flowers for birthday, for business opening, for condolence, funerals. This is for normal retail flowers. And there's another florist who is specialized and focused in weddings and events. So these are the two main different sectors for the florist industry in Malaysia.
So it's very similar to what we have here in the Philippines.
Yeah, I guess it's very similar. Yeah. But the way we work is totally different. Although we work with flowers, but for retail, we usually do just make flowers, a bouquet of flowers, and then do the deliveries, right? But for events, it's more like, for weddings, decoration, it's more like project based, which means you have to meet the clients for a few times to discuss with them, to know their requirements, to know their favorite flowers and themes and things like that. And then only you can propose them the ideas and designs that they like. It is more tedious and it takes much longer time. Like maybe it can be up to 3 to 6 months time.
Wow!
Yes.
3 to 6 months!
Yes, some clients, some wedding couples, they will come to us 3 to 6 months ahead of their wedding date to discuss. Yeah,
Okay.
because they really like, for flower plays a big part in their weddings. Yeah.
That's actually really interesting, and I'm sure that you have had different types of clients, just like what Jerry said, you have the bridezillas, the groomzillas, who want very particular. But what is it about your design or your style? Do you try to put a little bit more of your taste, or do you really just follow whatever the client wants?
I think for weddings, we will have to follow the clients because wedding couple, especially the bride, they have their favorite theme, and usually it will go to a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe for now there is a certain themes that they really like the themes, and it is really influenced by the social medias, right? Like Pinterest or Instagram, and now they have TikTok and other social medias coming out. So it is really influenced and inspired by the different ideas. Yeah, so for us, or for wedding florists, we really have to catch up the trend. Yeah.
That's actually true because, of course, there's so many people all around the world. Before, you're only competing with people in Malaysia or in your country. But now you also have to keep up with the trends even in other countries because they see, let's say, a Pinterest board from like New York or from Italy, right? Yes. So I would also like to ask, when it comes to your thought process in terms of flower arrangement, do you like to sketch it first, or is it like, oh, I see this beautiful flower and I am inspired to do something with it, or you're thinking about what else I can do? Is it an accessory? What is it?
Okay, for sketches, maybe you can ask Christian later. I think he's the expert in that. He can do very, very nice video rendering on wedding ideas. Yeah. For me, in Malaysia, I'm more into retail florists.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a few stores in Malaysia, a few flower shops in different cities in Malaysia.
So maybe we can focus on retail, because a lot of people here, maybe they're thinking, okay, you know what, just like what you said, it's project by project, it's not really something consistent, but retail has so many different uses for flowers. Like you said, condolences, birthdays, also congratulations. But do you have like, I'm sorry to my wife because I came home late, something like that? Like, what kind of other businesses or what kind of clients do you get also other than the usual ones?
Yeah, the one that you mentioned, yes, the apology flower.
The apology bouquet?
Yes, but it's not that often. We don't really have that many.
Okay.
Yeah. But now, lately we can see a trend of graduation in Malaysia.
Oh, nice.
People send flower for graduation, for the convocation. Like almost everyone wants to have a bouquet of theirs. To take pictures and to have a memory.
Yeah.
It's graduation.
That's actually really nice.
New trend. And even in our place, we call it primary school. Even then, for them to graduate, like 10, 12 years old, they want to have a small bouquet.
Yeah.
Yes, even for children, yeah.
It's
so it's a trend. Yeah.
I love it. So graduation flowers is a thing, but also don't be afraid to make your own trends, right? You can have, here, congratulations on your breakup. I didn't like your boyfriend anyway. Here's a flower, you know? Like you can always make more reasons to give them flowers because no matter what the occasion is, I love receiving flowers, right? You look beautiful today, here's some flowers. That's what I want to see. So you can definitely create more occasions for the retail industry. So thank you so much once again, Sir Tom. Thank you.